We could wander through the fields where the tall grass softly sways with the wildflowers in bloom and the sunlight on our face. You would tell me little things that you'd never said before, and I'd listen to every word like seashells from the shore. The world feels slower here somehow, like it's waiting just for now. Maybe this is where the summer stays, in the freckles on your cheeks, in the golden afternoon, and the silence when you speak. Maybe this is where the summer stays, in the breeze that knows our names, in the way you look at me like nothing ever has to change. We could ride our bikes downhill past the river shining bright, leave our footprints in the sand and watch the clouds drift out of sight. There was laughter in the air like a song without an end, and every little moment felt too beautiful to spend. The world feels softer than before. Every day I want it more. Maybe this is where the summer stays, in the freckles on your cheeks, in the golden afternoon, in the silence when you speak. Maybe this is where the summer stays, in the breeze that knows our names, in the way you look at me like nothing ever has to change. I know the leaves will turn someday, and colder winds will find their way, but there's a corner of my heart where the sunshine never fades. Maybe this is where the summer stays, in the stories we create, in the photographs we keep, in the chances that we take. Maybe this is where the summer stays, not a season, not a place, just a feeling we can carry even when the colors change. Where the summer stays, a little piece of yesterday. We could ride along a dusty road beneath the sun, or find a patch of shade where the tall grass leans as one, under a sky of blue with not a single cloud in sight. You would laugh into the wind, and everything would feel alright. For summer is for chasing the breeze. We could spend the day by the river shining gold, with a cooler full of ice and stories we've already told. Raise your glass to mine as the lemonade catches light, so we could lose track of the hours and let the afternoon drift by. For summer is for chasing the breeze. The sweetness of the day we both know won't always stay, like footprints near the water's edge. edge, washed away by gentle waves. But maybe the warmth of July will follow us through changing skies. So I'll remember this feeling, 'cause nothing ever changes the fact that summer is for chasing the breeze. Summer is for chasing the breeze. A glass of lemonade, sweating slowly in the sun. The sprinkler in the yard makes the children laugh and run. A bicycle rolls by with a basket full of blooms. And somewhere down the road, a radio plays a tune. Summer lingers in the air. The curtains gently move with the breeze from open fields. A dragonfly drifts past like a tiny thing with wings of steel. The peaches on the tree are turning orange day by day, and nobody seems worried about tomorrow anyway. Summer lingers in the air. The days are long and lazy. The sky is white and blue, and every little moment feels brand new, like footprints in the sand or a kite above the trees. Everything feels lighter in the summer breeze. Summer lingers in the air. Summer lingers in the air. Summer lingers in the air. We could wake up slow. The sunlight settles on the sheets, and through the open window wide, a gentle summer breeze arrives. Under a sky so clear, I would pull a little closer to you here, to hear the sparrows sing. That is how the day would begin. For summer mornings are made for love. We could walk outside while dew still lingers on the grass, and the golden rays of dawn paint the world before they're gone. Raise your hand to mine, and every little thing would feel alive. So we could drift away with nothing else to do but seize the day. For summer mornings are made for love. The sweetness we're sharing feels as light as the air we're breathing, like the glow upon the sea, or the shade beneath the trees. But maybe the warmth today could stay inside our hearts and never fade. So I'll remember your smile and how it brightened every passing mile. For summer mornings are made for love. When evening comes around and amber colors settle on the town, I'll think of the morning sun and how the perfect day had just begun. Though time keeps moving on, and every sunrise turns into a dawn gone by, still summer lives in our hearts above. For summer mornings are made for love. Summer mornings are made for love. We could wake up slow. The sunlight settles on the sheets, and through the open window wide, a gentle summer breeze arrives. Under a sky so clear, I would pull a little closer to you here, to hear the sparrows sing. That is how the day would begin. For summer mornings are made for love. We could walk outside while dew still lingers on the grass, and the golden rays of dawn paint the world before they're gone. Raise your hand to mine, and every little thing would feel alive. So we could drift away with nothing else to do but seize the day. For summer mornings are made for love. The sweetness we're sharing feels as light as the air we're breathing, like the glow upon the sea, or the shade beneath the trees. But maybe the warmth today could stay inside our hearts and never fade. So I'll remember your smile and how it brightened every passing mile. For summer mornings are made for love. When evening comes around just begun. Though time keeps moving on, and every sunrise turns into a dawn gone by, still summer lives in our hearts above. For summer mornings are made for love. Summer mornings are made for love. We could wander down a winding road beyond the town, where the golden fields dance softly with the evening breeze. Under a painted sky, we would watch the swallows flying by, and every passing hue would somehow bring me close to you. For summer always feels like home. We could linger there with tangled sunlight in your hair, and the distant sound of laughter drifting all around. You would take my hand and lead me where the wildflowers stand. As shadows slowly grew, the world would disappear but you. For summer always feels like home. This moment we're keeping like a dream that's barely breathing, like the final glow of daylight fading gently into twilight. But maybe the warmth we found could follow wherever we're bound, so I'll carry you inside, like the sunset resting in the sky. For summer always feels like home. Summer always feels like home. I found a feather on the road, put it in my favorite coat. Maybe it came from a bird I know, flying somewhere nice and slow. The flowers leaning in the breeze look like they're dancing just for me. I wave hello, they wave back too. At least that's what I choose to do. Nothing special going on today. Maybe that's what makes it great. I've got a pocket full of sunshine, a pocket full of little things, a cloud that looks just like a rabbit, a bird that loves to sing. The world keeps spinning all around me, but I don't need much, honestly. Just a little bit of blue sky and a happy melody. cat walks by again, like he's my long-lost furry friend. He never stays, he never talks, just says hello with tiny walks. A butterfly forgets its way and visits my backyard today. I think it likes the flowers there, or maybe just the summer air. Nothing special going on today. Maybe that's what makes it great. I've got a pocket full of sunshine, a pocket full of little things, a cloud that looks just like a rabbit, a bird that loves to sing. The world keeps spinning all around me, but I don't need much, honestly. Just a little bit of blue sky and a happy melody. One day I'll probably grow older, maybe a little wiser too. But I hope I never stop believing the tiny things are magic too. I've got a pocket full of sunshine, a pocket full of little things, fresh baked bread and open windows, and all the joy they bring. The world keeps spinning all around me, and that's alright, it's meant to be. I'll keep collecting little moments like seashells by the sea. A pocket full of sunshine. That's enough for me. The bakery down the street opens just before the sun. Someone hangs a little sign saying fresh bread for everyone. Bicycles beside the wall, waiting for the day to start. And the smell of cinnamon floats gently through the park, like the morning knows a secret. A paper bag beneath my arm, still a little warm inside. Sparrows gather by the bench, hopping side to side. The fountain in the square sings the same familiar tune, and somehow all the little things feel brighter than they should, like the morning knows a secret. Nothing special has to happen, nothing grand or new. Sometimes all it takes is a sky this blue, and a loaf of bread fresh from the oven to make the whole world feel like something lovely, like the morning knows a secret. 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 A lemon tree behind the house leans a little to the side. Yellow fruit against the leaves, shining in the and everything is growing slow. Laundry dancing on the line, like it's got a life its own. A bicycle against the fence, waiting quietly alone. The radio from next door plays a song I've never known. Still I find myself humming along as if I've heard it all before. And everything is growing slow. Maybe that's the secret of the day. Nothing rushing, nothing late, just the wind moving through the trees and the bees finding their way. Everything is growing slow. Everything is growing slow. Everything is growing slow. Paper boats upon the stream, drifting where the water leads. Tiny captains sailing far past the reeds and wild green grass. Dragonflies above the shore, drawing circles evermore. Afternoons like this once seemed lighter than a summer dream, and the river keeps trace their patterns high. You would rest next to me as the leaves dance lazily, for spring lives in the garden. We could spend the day with soil upon our hands again, planting little seeds and hoping they become something. A butterfly goes by like a note floating through the light. You would laugh softly then, and the world would bloom again, for spring lives in the garden. These simple afternoons may disappear too soon, like petals carried by the breeze, or sunlight through the trees. But maybe every flower grown will keep a piece of what we've known. So I'll remember this day, 'cause nothing ever takes away that spring lives in the garden. Spring lives in the garden. Sunlight falling on the wooden floor, coffee steaming by the open door. The wind is dancing with the leaves outside. Nothing here I need to chase tonight. A sleepy cat beside the window frame, dreaming softly, never in a rush again. The city's noise is fading far away, and for a while the world feels okay. I don't need a place to run, I don't need another reason. Sometimes peace is all around if you slow down long enough to see it. So let the afternoon drift by like a cloud across the sky. Take a moment, take your time. Everything will be alright. With a cup of tea in my hands, watching golden sunlight dance. Nothing more, nothing less, just a quiet kind of happiness. Old songs playing from a little radio, gentle melodies moving soft and slow. The clock keeps ticking, but I don't mind. For once I'm leaving all the stress behind. The air is warm, the room is calm, like the world is wrapped inside a song. No big dreams for this afternoon, just simple moments carrying me through. Maybe tomorrow will be loud again. Maybe life will pull me with the wind. But today I'll stay right here a while, holding on to this peaceful smile. Let the afternoon drift by like a cloud across the sky. Take a moment, take with a cup of tea in my hands, watching golden sunlight dance. Nothing more, nothing less, just a quiet kind of happiness. Slow afternoon, everything feels right again. We could follow down a winding little country road, past a sea of yellow blooms, gently swaying as they grow, under drifting clouds of white, floating slowly through the light. You would take my hand in yours, and we'd ask for nothing more, for the day was made for wandering. We could lie beneath the apple tree behind the hill, listening to honeybees buzzing softly through the field. A dragonfly flies near, like a tiny chandelier. You would smile and look at me like the summer breeze set free, for the day was made for wandering. These moments may not stay, like wildflowers after May, or the ripples on a stream, fading slowly from a dream. But I'll keep them safe somehow, in the sunlight here and now, 'cause nothing changes what I know, that the day was made for wandering. The day was made for wandering. The day was made for wandering. We could find a spot beside the boats along the shore, watch the seagulls riding high above the water evermore, under the silver light, scattered gently on the waves. You would draw circles in the sand, and I would write your name, for the tide comes in so slowly. We could skip a stone across the quiet afternoon, count the ripples one by one as they disappear too soon. A radio plays near from a cabin the tide comes in so slowly. Every wave that reaches land soon returns out to the blue. But for a little while today, the ocean belongs to me and you. And when the shoreline changes shape, like it always seems to do, I'll remember how it felt to share this view with you. As the tide comes in so slowly, the tide comes in so slowly, the tide comes in so slowly, the tide comes in so slowly.